happened, then they would be able to successfully defeat the main workforce in that plant. What the company found out is that the union stands together.
In New York City, just this year, the 3,600 members of Local 1S who work at Macy's were involved in tough negotiations of their own, this time against the largest department store company in the world, Federated Department Stores.
It was all very la 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 la, you know, very sweet and nice, and then bing when you left the door, you know.
Macy's is an extraordinarily profitable company. Federated Department Stores is an extraordinarily profitable company. And yet they felt during these negotiations they should try to get away with as much as they could and take back as much as they could.
They came out of the gate, you know, with total disrespect.
To tell somebody that, you know, medical is 70%, yes, you know, that's affordable. But, you know, right now we have associates who we're going around collecting money for them, you know, when their child is sick.
The company didn't get to be the company that they are without us. They went for the kill. They went to decimate us.
They thought the union would be weak and we wouldn't be able to stand up to them, but we proved them wrong.
Many of our fights reflect the changing workplace in the United States and Canada, where we see more and more immigrant workers. And these new workers are becoming a key part of our union and economies. In Mississippi, the Alabama and Mid-South Council and the workers at Tyson were having another kind of problem. The Social Security Administration sent a letter to Tyson. It stated that some employees' Social Security numbers, especially those of immigrant workers, were not matching their names.
They was going to fire everybody that had bad Social Security numbers. We went through months and months and months of dialogue over this.
If I've been employed somewhere 7 years or 9 years, why would you just go off of some documentation that you received from somebody, and I've been here a certain percentage of my life giving you all my sweat and hard work.
They systematically called people in off the line. You would be working and your supervisor would come out there and tap you on the shoulder and say, go to the office. In other words, they're going to fire you. 200 employees, 4 and 5 at the time. And that's a horrible experience to go through.
I feel terrible because I miss my friends, I miss my team, the work.
In the break time, we can talk with everybody. And right now, I can talk with anybody because they are not there.
You know, we all cried, not us, we cried. Because to us, they weren't only taking immigrants, they was taking our friends. People you think you have been in there 5, 6, 7 years, have been there with you, and then all of a sudden they're gonna lose their job.
The RWDSU's decision to stand with immigrants is consistent with our values and with our history. The RWDSU was formed by immigrants, men and women who came to the U.S. seeking better lives. And together they organized so that all workers, especially the vulnerable, would have a voice.
The union made a tremendous change in people's lives. Back at that time, we was able to stop certain jobs for white and certain for black. You know, after they got the union, you know, everybody had a chance. It brought about the voters' rights and took down the signs of black and white or colored and white, and it just changed it all.
The RWDSU has continued the fight for equality and respect by supporting today's immigrants and their causes, marching at rallies, demanding fair treatment, and most importantly, organizing workers who are being exploited at the workplace. We are fighting to protect not just recent immigrants, but the entire workforce, because we understand organizing all workers, regardless of their country of birth, helps secure everyone's wages and benefits.
Brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, poverty wages cannot be tolerated.
The RWDSU took this fight to Brooklyn, New York, when in 2004 we fought for the rights of retail workers, most of whom are immigrants, along Knickerbocker Avenue. The workers employed at the stores on the block were getting paid less than the legal minimum wage, sometimes as little as $4.15 an hour, and were working 70-plus hour work weeks with no overtime pay.
You can imagine yourself waking up, going to work, closing the shop and go home. That's what they were about every single day, 6 days.
They say, you don't like the job? Leave. Quick, that's it. I can pay you no more.
We've been partnering with a community group called Make the Road by Walking. We've been petitioning, we've been demonstrating, we've been boycotting, and we've been succeeding.
It felt like in meeting with folks at the RWDSU that it was really a close fit. I think they were interested in creating kind of innovative partnerships with community organizations. Right at the same time, we were looking to create similar partnerships with the union.
Now they work only 5 days. They work 8 hours a day, so they have more time.
Now we got the lunch time, we got the break time, we got good pay, and they treat us good.
The RWDSU's organizing efforts were in full force these last 4 years, with victories throughout the United States and Canada. Since our last convention, workers at over 140 shops have chosen an RWDSU voice, bringing the benefits of a union contract to over 11,000 new members. In Mississippi and Alabama, the Alabama and Mid-South Council organized 1,800 Alatrade and D&G Foods poultry workers. They also welcomed 195 new members from Southern Pride Catfish in Demopolis, Alabama. In Coney Island, Brooklyn, Local 1102 organized 111 mostly Latino workers at Nathan's Famous Franks. And 250 workers employed at Flying Food also won Local 1102 representation. In Marietta, Georgia, in June of 2006, 84 workers at the tortilla factory El Maisel joined the RWDSU's Southeast Council. In West Virginia, Local 21 organized part-time workers at Heiner's Bakery, while at the Newark International Airport in New Jersey, 350 Lisbon Cleaning Service employees joined Local 108. 4 years ago, in the town of Cornwall in southern Ontario in Canada, the number of RWDSU members working throughout the town was 0. Thanks to the efforts of the Northern Joint Council, the RWDSU now represents over 1,000 workers in Cornwall and the surrounding areas. And Cornwall has become an important part of this union.
In the last 4 years in Cornwall, the organizers and the representatives worked very hard up here to bring new members into the RWDSU.
With these hard times, it's all the more important we have a union.
There's strength, unity.